Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. So for those of you that read my post last night, I was supposed to start my hip hop class last night, but I forgot to write it down. The biggest lie I tell myself is I don't need to write that down. I can remember. I can't remember anything. So I forgot. But I won't forget next week. I wrote it down. Anyway, I was reading letters and I really want to speak to people who write to me. I know that you guys want a response from me. And the reason I do these videos is so I can respond in different ways. My hope is that you find something to connect to in one of these videos. There is no way I can answer every message, but I will tell you, I do read them. I do. I try to respond as often as I can, but I do read them. I spend some quiet time each morning before I do Coffee Talk reading them. And I want to say this. There seems to be a common theme right now. We must be in the season of limbo. A lot of people don't know what to do. They want to move on, but they feel stuck in different situations. And I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to be in emotional purgatory, where you literally feel like you are a tortured soul. You are going through the motions of your life, but your mind is so entrenched in the thought of another, or the thought of an issue, or the thought of a marriage problem, or the thought of whatever, that you feel like days and weeks are passing by and you don't know how you... Were you ever driving somewhere and you get lost in a song or in a thought and you realize you're driving and you've gone like a mile and you're like, oh my God, so I basically just drove without even paying attention. My body was an autopilot. That is what happens when you are consumed in emotional purgatory. Here is what I have learned. It's the answer I'm going to give you sucks. I'm just going to tell you. There is no quick fix for anything in life. If there was, I would have found it by now because I am that chick. There is no quick fix for weight loss. Believe me when I tell you, I have tried. There is no quick fix for pain. The whole purpose, we were created by design to learn, to grow, to experience, to feel. We are emotional beings created to go on a journey before we die. Literally, that is what we were actually created for. It's like buying a bicycle and trying to ride it like a skateboard. It's like it's not what it was created to do. We were created for experience. We were created to feel. That is why we have a gamut of emotions. There is no quick fix. When you are in a season of emotional purgatory and you feel like there's an elephant on your chest, you feel like it's invasion of the body snatchers, you can't possibly see how you are going to get out of it. Know that you are in a season of growth. For those of you who have children, our babies go through something called leaps. Okay, I've become a master at the leaps because I was in baby boot camp for 5 years. Around 4 weeks, our babies go through a first leap, then 8 weeks, then 12 weeks, then 16 weeks, okay? And each time, everything becomes a little off for our kids. Like the babies, they get into a rhythm and they're finally sleeping and napping and eating, and all of a sudden they're waking up in the middle of the night, their hands are jerking, they're refusing the boob, they don't want the bottle, they're just little shits, and you can't for the life of you figure out, I'm not doing it right, he's miserable, I hate everybody. And then he goes back to his normal self. In order for him to progress, in order for him to grow, he had to go through discomfort. Leaps are discomfort for everybody. We think they're discomfort for us because our sleep is interrupted and because we're worried. It's miserable for them. They don't know what's going on. 1 minute they're like super happy and everything seems to be going fine, and then whoa, all of a sudden their depth perception is off. They're punching themselves in the face. Like, it's a whole new world for them. Think of life as a series of leaps. You have to go through the storm to get to the rainbow, as cliche as it sounds. So when you are in that place of purgatory, own it. Go like, own it. Once you say it out loud, it sucks the anxiety out of the situation. Go, okay, so what I'm dealing with right now sucks. I'm going to have to go through it. It is awful. I ended a friendship. It's all consuming. If I'm the one that walked away, why do I still think about her? Why do I still check her Facebook page? Why do I still read old text messages? Why am I doing that if I'm the one that ended the friendship? I know what you're thinking. I've done the same thing. 100%. We do it because it's part of the grieving process. It's part of our leap. It's totally normal. Eventually, you will check the messages less. You will think of her less. You won't be as hurt. You won't be as angry. You'll start to remember the good things about the friendship as you get further and further away from it and out of your leap and into the next phase of your life. Trust me when I tell you, nothing lasts forever, including pain. It will end. Your season of emotional purgatory will end. There are no quick fixes. There is no coffee talk I can say, no miraculous words, no inspirational post that I can write that is going to pull you out of what you need to go through to get to where you need to be. I am telling you that I was with a man who broke me. Emotionally, mentally, broke me. I became a woman who considered taking my own life. That is where I was. I had to go through that, as painful as it was, to get to where I needed to be ready for Michael. And I'm going to tell you this, and this is the truth. If you asked me then, I would have said, hell no. But I'm telling you now, if I had to go through it again, I would. And that is the truth. That is real. That is how I know that the season of pain ends and the season of growth and new love begins. And my mom always told me, each friendship is greater than the last. Each love is greater than the last. And she was right. So the heartache you are going through is very real. I'm not discrediting it, but I promise you, there is no quick fix. You have to allow yourself to go through it. So own it. Get ahead of it. Go, okay, I am in purgatory. This sucks, but I will get through it. Everybody around me, look around you. Everyone around you has been through a season of pain and come out on the other side. It is part of life. I love you so much today. Thank you for being here with me. Have a great day.